Yes, you have just clicked on a video talking about doors. It's time to talk about the back doors on the buses. On TriMet, there are 3 different types of back door designs, but they all behave more or less the same. A green light comes on by the back door, and then you as a passenger can simply open the doors. The older buses, up to the 3300 series, all have push bars that you must physically push to open the door. This was standard practice for a while, but it has one downside. Imagine you have bags or your hands are full for one reason or another. It can be kind of challenging trying to get the doors to open. So then we moved on to the touch strips, starting with the 3400 series buses. The back door of the buses just have a yellow strip on them that says touch to open, and all you have to do is touch them and lo and behold they open. These do have some problems and are generally not my favorite. I'll get into that later, but there is a proximity sensor above the back door that detects when a person has touched the door, and so that's how that one works. So it makes it a little bit easier if you just get really close to the back door, you can get them open, even if your hands are full. And finally, we have the lightsaber doors. These were started on the 4200 series buses as well as the overhauled Gilligs 3042 through 46. And it kind of combines all of the solutions that we've seen together. They do look like push handles, but you don't have to physically push them. You can just touch them and they'll open. And the bars themselves light up like lightsabers. They turn green when the door is unlocked, letting you know that you can just simply touch them to open. They turn yellow when the door is open, and they blink red as the doors are closing. Little known fact, maybe it's not little known, maybe everybody knows this, I don't know, but if the bus is completely closed up and the back door is not open at all, and you touch and you attempt to open the back door, the lightsaber lights will glow red until you let go of the door. On FX buses, when the operator opens the door, all of the doors on the bus open, but they still have the lightsaber doors and still behave as you would expect. They'll briefly glow green when the door is first unlocked, and then they turn yellow to say the door is open, and they just stay that way until the operator closes the doors. Interestingly, and I would assume this is to prevent fare evasion, after the doors open on any of the types of buses that you'll see, there's a short delay, and then the doors close again. Now on the older buses, this was controlled by air, and so some air would release and the doors would close after the short delay. But on the newer buses, it's just timed. So the doors will be open, and then if there's no activity for a couple seconds, they will automatically close. Which again, I talked about that proximity sensor, so if there are people continuously walking through the back door, it will keep the doors open until there's nothing for a couple seconds, and it will close them back up. Here's something weird I noticed on my trips to Seattle, and it also happens in plenty of other transit agencies a lot more locally, like C-Tran, Chariots, and a ton of others. When the operator pulls into a bus stop and opens the back door just opens and stays open until the operator physically closes it. This has one upside and one downside. Well, it means you no longer have to interact with the back door at all to get out of the bus, so you just walk through the door. It makes that much easier. But you know what else it makes easier? Fare evasion. Don't evade fare. I am now in kindergarten and I'm going to show you some things with wood blocks. No. I'm going to attempt to explain in a quite abstract way the door controls on the bus and exactly how that works. Some of you guys probably already know how it works, but I'm going to give you a little crash course on it anyway. So it's a 5-position switch. If you could imagine this is in the center position, and then you can go up to this way, or you can go down to that way. Moving it up 1 position will open the front door. And then this central position is closed, so it keeps the doors closed. Moving it down 1 position will unlock the back door. Moving it all the way down or all the way up will open all the doors. I believe Gillig offers a 2-button version where you can control the front door and the rear door independently, but TriMets do not have that. Okay, last thing I want to talk about, and it's with those touch to open doors with the yellow touch strip. Some people, including myself, have had issues trying to get these back doors to open. I have a solution that is almost 100% guaranteed to work. Notice how on the label it says touch to open and then it has a picture of a hand underneath it. If you touch where that hand symbol is, it will open every time. You can touch it with, you can even poke it with your finger and it will open. All you have to do is touch where the hand symbol is on the door. It will open every time. Who knew I could talk about the back doors of a bus and make an entire video about it that is detailed? That's me for you. Thank you for watching this week's video, and I will see you next time.